I had a lot of anxiety, a ton of guilt, was pretty depressed with all the other things that were going on in my life at the time. And I started to look around and realize a lot of things that I thought were real weren't.
You spend your life in a dream that you can't escape.
It was really a rock bottom for me because I started doing some self-reflection and realizing this is not who I want to be. So I went and started trying to volunteer at different retirement homes. I finally got a call back from one and I went up there and spent Thanksgiving there. It was really the only time where I wasn't thinking about my own problems. It was, I could selflessly serve other people. And when I was leaving there, one of the ladies whose mother resided there came up and gave me a big hug. And her husband came up to me and shook my hand and told me something that just changed my life. People say tsunamis and earthquakes and tornadoes are acts of God, but they're wrong. It's people like you that are acts of God. It changed my heart because it was the first time in 34 years of my life that I had a genuine, heartfelt, just amazing thank you from somebody. And I left there and just in tears and started praying to God, like, man, this is what life's about. This is what I want. So that Saturday night, I was sitting at home and I was bored out of my mind and I was going to sleep and I got down on my knees and just start praying to God, like, God, I'm willing to follow you with anything that I have, with everything that I have. I'm willing to give up this whole lifestyle and do everything I can to serve you. But I need you to take away this depression that I have. I need you to take away the anxiety that I'm feeling every day. I need you to, to help me break free and get freedom from all these addictions that I have. So in the middle of the night, I woke up. I got up and went over to my computer and I just started writing. And the name More Selfless came to mind. And so I wrote out the tagline, selfishly inspired to be selfless. So now God gave this vision and it was like, all right, God, now what? What do you want us to do with this? What do you want me to do with this? And at the time, one of my friends had Crohn's disease and I got a call, he was in the hospital. It was actually the year before and they didn't know if he was gonna make it through the end of the night. Well, at the same time, his wife went into a 10-week early emergency C-section and they weren't sure if she was gonna make it. Both of them had lost their jobs, they had lost their vehicles, they lost their house. So fortunately, they both pulled through, but that was their Christmas. And coming into this holiday season, as I mentioned, it was, I was still kind of battling with depression, and I said, man, you please just allow me to bless you. Allow me to bless your family this year with just like a crazy, awesome Christmas party. So we ended up going up to my church at the time and getting some families off the angel tree. We ended up having all the kids come down to a restaurant. We valet parked their cars, we put gas in their vehicles. We just had this awesome dinner for them. We had all these presents and it was such an awesome time. And there was one point during the night and I had taken a step back and kind of looked around the room and man, it just broke me. Like tears just started coming down my eyes and even thinking about it now, it was such an amazing feeling. This is more selfless. This is selfishly inspired to be selfless. So it was that moment when I realized that this whole thing was so much greater than just me. It was an opportunity for all of us friends to come together and create that feeling that I felt that night at the retirement home. And to come together and unite as one, to selflessly bless other people within our community. The first year we did this, we had 12 kids that we helped out and their guardians. The following year, we jumped up to 86 kids and their guardians. And then the third year, God just exploded this thing and people from the community were coming out left and right just to help us out. And we had 186 kids and their guardians. And now we're busting out into other cities in Michigan to expand this thing. But the dream of More Selfless is much greater than just a Christmas event. It's about us connecting with our communities year-round, not only to heal our own hearts, but to show unconditional love without expectation, selflessly uniting as one. What's next? When's the last time that someone offered you a genuine, from the heart thank you, or said something to you that impacted you in such a way that you would never forget? That literally their gratitude alone shook your heart in such a way that it brought you to tears?